Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello? My name's Matthew. I come from England. And what do you work? Do you have a job?
Yes, I'm an English teacher here in Bahrain.
Okay. All right. I just had
Okay.
an English teacher on from Bangladesh. Okay. So,
Okay.
where do you teach? In high school, is it?
No, in intermediate school.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, from 7th to 9th grade.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you like to do in your free time then, Mash?
My favorite hobby is playing chess online.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the rest of my time is divided between my family and boosting my English language,
Right.
visiting various websites and things like this.
Hmm. Okay. So, do you like traveling? Do you travel much?
Yes, I'm already in Bahrain. I'm originally from Egypt, and I'm in Bahrain for my job, and I go back home during the holiday.
Oh, okay. Have you visited any other countries before?
Yes, Saudi Arabia.
Uh huh. Okay.
Yes,
So,
only
what about
recently.
cooking? Do you like cooking?
Yes, I have to cook for myself because I'm living here alone without my family.
Yeah.
So
And what do you cook?
you can consider me a professional cook.
Okay. I used to be a chef for 30 years, so I like to cook. I usually
Wow.
ask everyone that question. So
So you,
yeah,
so you must be more professional than I am.
maybe
Yes, sure. I'm
May-
sure of
maybe
that.
you, may, maybe you're a better teacher than I am. So okay. So what do you cook?
Most kinds of Egyptian food.
Hmm.
Um, of
I
course,
don't know much about Egyptian food.
um, it's not so different from other main foods around the world.
Mm.
Chicken, meat, rice,
Yeah,
pasta.
yeah.
Um,
Do you have a
obviously,
lot of sauces and dips and things like that?
sorry,
Do you have a lot of sauces and dips, things like
ab-
that?
ab- about food.
Yes.
Sometimes when
Sauce.
I want when I want to try something new, I can go on the YouTube and look
Mm.
for other things,
Yeah.
just as some kind of a change.
Hmm.
Yes, to get rid
Okay.
of the everyday routine and so.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah. So how long did you say you've been in Bahrain?
I have been here in Bahrain for 10 years now. This is the 10,
14.
10 years.
10 years. Mm.
Yes,
And
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 I've been,
yeah.
yeah, I've been working as a teacher for or since 2000. So
Okay.
22 years
Yeah.
now. 10 of them in Bahrain and 12 in Egypt.
Right. Okay. So how's the Omicron virus in Bahrain? Do you have that?
Yes, I caught it. Actually,
Did
I
you?
did. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and yes, I spent 10 days uh, in isolation, and thank
Right.
God it's over. It,
It's
it wasn't
over.
so serious. It wasn't so serious for me.
Right. Yeah. I've heard that. I mean, England kind of the government went on the television and they said that the Omicron variant is very easy to catch, and there's like a 95% chance of you dying and all this. So, but they didn't lock down the country, but they opened
Yeah,
the country up more than
yeah.
anything. But
And here we have
they,
the same.
yeah.
Yes, the same here. We don't look. We looked up last year,
Mm.
but with the micron variant, we Bahrain didn't look up, and everything
Mm.
went on as usual.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do they do that? They scared the nation into thinking, you know, possibly
I think
quarter of, or half the nation could go.
I think they believed that Micron was a bit easier than the previous variants, and
Yeah,
maybe it's some kind related to economical issues and things like this. I
yeah,
think this. Mm, that's it. Economical issues.
uh, yeah. I mean, there's some Asian countries that they're locked down still. I mean, parts of China, I think Japan, South Korea, possibly, they're still locked down. They're not allowed out because of the virus. Uh, I don't know. I don't understand it all. I think this it's leading up to something bigger, or whether it was to, um, because I think it was man-made. To be honest,
Yes,
what do you think?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. All of us from the very beginning, we always thought that it's some kind of conspiracy.
Right. Yeah.
And the conspiracy theory is always there.
Yeah.
Um, and so many inexplicable things about this virus. Until now,
Mm,
we don't know so many things about it.
yeah.
And
Be-
yes,
because
yes.
if you eat bats in China, they say it comes from bats, right? So if you eat bats in China, you're probably you're probably in a family that for generations have eaten bats. So they probably have built up like an immune system towards the bats if they eat a
Mm,
bad, So, so I can't see how that had started any kind of virus, to be honest. Um, but there's like some doctor in America, and the Fox News company. They were asking for his resignation. They wanted him to be put in prison because he had designed this virus and he paid somebody to take it to China and release it in Wuhan and all this sort of thing, which sounds more plausible, I think, than it coming from eating bats. Um, he was getting paid like $250,000 a month for his job, while the rest of the world suffered from this coronavirus. By being locked up and not
yes,
going out. A lot of people lost their businesses, things like that. So I think
yes,
it was designed to crash economies, to be honest.
yes,
Um,
yes, yes. And
mm,
maybe to minimize the population around the world as well.
right, possibly, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Because there are a lot of people, but there's still a lot of space. To be fair, you know, I read somewhere that they could fit the whole of America. I think it was, yeah, the whole of America into Alaska. Um, and you could have like about an acre of land each. So I mean, the world's not that small. They say there's too many people, but I just don't believe it. You know, I mean, you look at India and China. Okay, they're really crowded countries.
yes.
But I
Mm.
mean, the rest of the world is not like that. Uh,
See,
okay, yeah,
mm.
go
Yes,
on.
we can say finally that it's a bit ambiguous.
Yeah,
You have no true information about it by the end of at the end of the day.
yeah,
As you say. We have been
yeah,
through it for around
yeah,
3 years now, and
yeah.
no country has had the chance to understand what was going on. So it's
Right.
yes, finally it cannot be something normal.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, because you hear something like from the internet, and then you watch television, and they say something different. You read
Yes,
the newspaper, and something different again. So,
yes.
yeah, it is hard to know.
So
So,
yes,
what do you? Mm,
one lost among all these rumors and contradicting news and information. So
mm,
you can't feel on solid ground after all.
yeah, that's right. So, what do you think of the war in Ukraine?
Sorry,
What do you think of the war in Ukraine?
Ukraine in Ukraine.
Mm,
It's